Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rockney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, unleashes to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This is the last Notre Dame game I'm probably going to play outright.
You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Might as well stick with him. Open space at the 25. And they'll
I did that the last second.
After a terrific pickup.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
I'm not getting my adjustments called quick enough.
Exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Makes the pass. Makes a
Okay.
connection.
I shouldn't have stuck with the 3-4. I mean, I should have stuck with that particular formation.
Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Damn, pancake.
Breaking the field. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. The give to the back. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We've talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Fast motion from the offense. He wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Running back searching for a hole. And
of course they call holding.
But there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the ground with the back. Oh, big juke to get past. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Give to the running back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively. Man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. And now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to pass.
Oh.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Oh, reliable.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The Spartans are rolling down the field.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Plays like that are the type of plays that win you games. Bottom line, here we are, it's late. It's a close game. It's a huge 3rd down, and somebody's got to step up and make a play.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run.
We'll take that.
He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Gone, Paquette.
Great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this.
Don't understand that animation.
Not only do you create the turnover,
how they just stand there and bat it.
Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Probably need to change his number. Oh, he the middle linebacker. Okay. He cool. I was like, damn, I didn't know I had a safety wearing 32. I was like, wait a minute. Shout out to the middle linebacker running back for the touchdown, man. Showing off that speed. That's a bad man.
First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's short. Stopped after making the catch. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Pump.
And he sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking
I'm letting them
the
talk, y'all.
keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Well, we're going to watch the end of the highlight.
First down here for the offense.
Dino. Easy. Griffin.
They'll put the tight end in motion.
Terrier. Hornet. Gorilla. Ready.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Gets rid of it. Got a man. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone.
That's my Irish.
Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways.
I didn't think I was going to get to him.
Ball still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah,
we ended up getting a blowout.
You were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in.
Shout out to the
all
defense.
Offseason, you're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody. For the
And I was
coaching
thinking about
staff,
making him
for
the
the
thumbnail,
fans,
too.
But how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll
Let's
be
see if they
in
make it a
locker rooms
highlight.
next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right. Man, 1 for 6 on third. +2 in the turnover margin, though. Didn't do that great in punting. Only 171 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. '74 rushing yards, 27 rushing yards. Big tight end, the freshman. One sack given up by the senior. Damn you. What does everybody want? Got a few sacks in there. Two interceptions by the linebackers. All right, y'all, stay tuned for more. Stay smart and stay safe. Remix.